So finally, after a long wait, Corvus OS 16.0 is here for Poco X2. This update is of 11th May. Now let's skip to the about phone. As you can see, the Android version is Android 11, the Corvus version is 16.0, the security Pi is of 5 May, and the kernel version is 4.14 kernel. That is the Sigma kernel 5.0. Now let's see some customizations. First, let's see the main customizations. That is the Raven layer. In this you get animation for each and every option. So in system, in notifications, you get ambient notifications. In this you get show new notifications, show on always on, hide on always on, light pulse color, custom color, deviation, etc. Then you get battery charging light, head up. In this you get adapt to stop list and adapt to blacklist. Then you get notification header and center notification header. In gestures you get brightness control and double tap to sleep. In lock screen gesture you get double tap to sleep on lock screen. And in miscellaneous gesture you get screen off, power and torch, and automatically turn off a torch. In miscellaneous you get launch music app on headset connection. Then you get gaming mode. When you turn it on, you get header notifications, lock buttons, disable automatic brightness, ringer and gaming mode indication, dynamic mode, and add app for gaming mode. Then you get status bar items. And dashboard settings you get setting dashboard icons. Then you get full screen apps. And collaborations you get vibrate for connect, vibrate for call waiting, and vibrate for disconnect. In developer options items you get when to play ringtone from and radio info. In animations, in this you can choose animation for each and every option. As you can see, activity open, activity close, task open, task close, move to front. You get animation for each and every option. Then you get animation duration, tile animation, interpolator, and show clipboard access alert. In lock screen, you get lock screen items. In this you get translucent notification background, notification charging info, fingerprint, authentication operation, fingerprint error vibration. Then you get media art, media cover art filter, music visualizer, charging animation, and media artwork blur level. In stress bar you get battery options. In this you get battery bar. When you enable it at actual location, you get battery bar color, battery bar low battery color, custom charging color, battery bar charging color, blend color, battery bar alignment, and battery bar thickness. Then you get battery style, battery percentage, and battery percent no charging. In the clock options you get clock settings. In this you get show clock and date, clock style, AMPM style, show seconds. In date you get date position, date style, date format, etc. Down here you get clock font style and clock font color. In icon manager you get old mobile star icon, 4G icon, volt icon. Here you can enable or disable the volt icon and choose a volt icon, as you can see. And you can do the same for Wi-Fi icon. Then you get data disabled icon and roaming indicators. In QS you get Android as QS tint, brightness slider. In this you get bottom brightness slider and automatic brightness icon. Then you can choose the rows and columns in portrait and landscape mode. Then you get show tile title, media player, vibrate on touch, data usage in QS, quick QS pull down, show QS footer text, and running source icon. And traffic indicators you get show net activity in status bar. In this you get traffic indicator placement, that is location, net activity auto hide threshold, and hide arrows. In hardware you get buttons. In this you get wake device with volume buttons. In navigation you get IME arrows. In this you get inverse layout and layout. And power menu you get enable advanced restart, screenshot, screen record, airplane, setting, lockdown, flashlight, user, and emergency. In the Raven themes you can choose accent color, font type, icon shape, QS icons, QS header style, switch style, system theme, and you can set a schedule for dark theme. In G-Visual mode you get status bar height and rounded corners. Now let's see some Android customizations. In network and Geo, down here you get Volt and it's working fine. And in network you get animation, as you can see, And connect devices and connection preferences, you get Bluetooth, cast, printing, file receiver Bluetooth, Chromebook, driving mode, nearby share and Android Auto. In apps notifications, you get conversations. In notifications, you get notification history and bubbles. Down here, you get notification on lock screen, sensor notification, skip lock screen. In advanced section, you get hide sender notification, allow notification snoozing, suggested action replies, notification dot on app icon, blink light, default, notification sound and DND. In apps notifications, you get conversation, notification, assistant, screen time, app compatibility changes. In this, you get camera. As you can see, you get some developer options. Then you get default app, forest manager, wireless emergency alert and special app access. And in wireless emergency alerts, you get allow alert, extreme alert, severe alert, amber alert, test alert, area update broadcast, emergency alert stream. In collaboration and alert reminder. In battery, you get thermal profile. In this, you can set a profile that is default, benchmark, camera, dialer, gaming, etc. And for benchmark, that is Geekbench, I have chosen benchmark. As you can see. In battery, you get battery saver. In this, you get extreme battery saver. In this, you got option of when to use. Suppose you choose always use and turn on the battery saver. Turn on. All the third-party apps get disabled. As you can see. In this, you also got option of essential apps. Suppose Gcam. Even the battery saver is on, you can still use Gcam. As you can see. Then you get set a schedule and turn off and charge. Then you get smart charging. When you enable it, you get stop level and start level. And the battery life is pretty good. I get around 7 hours to 8 hours on time. In display, you get brightness level, dark theme, adaptive brightness, and styles wallpaper. In wallpaper, you can choose the wallpaper. In grid, you can choose the grid size. In clock, you can choose the lock screen clock. And you get many options. As you can see, when you get screen timeout, auto-rotate screen. In colors, you get natural, boosted, adaptive, and saturated. Down, you get lock screen. In this, you get notification on lock screen, skip lock screen, add text on lock screen, show lockdown option, always show time and info, left to check phone, and wake screen for notifications. Then you get double to wake, enable blurs. Down here, you get ambient display. In this, you get battery level, always on when charging, new notifications, music ticker, double tap to wake gesture, pick up gesture, hand wave gesture, and pocket gesture. At the last, you get device specific settings. In this, you can choose the refresh rate, that is 60 Hz, 90 Hz, and 120 Hz. Then you get automatic low refresh rate and battery safe refresh rate. In sound, you can choose the media sounds. Then you get volume steps, vibrate for calls, DND, shortcut for prevent ringing. At the last, you get direct sound enhancer. When you turn it on, you get choose the headphone type and a preset. Down here, you get enable hi-fi, that is decrease the noise and distortion and increase the audio quality. And security, as you can see the animation. So in this, you get screen lock, fingerprint, and face unlock. And at the last, you get app locker. As you can see, in system, you get gestures. In this, you get quickly open the camera, navigation. In this, you get gesture navigation, 2 button, 3 button, and it's working fine. Now, gesture is selected, the back button, home button, and recents. As you can see, it's working fine. Even 2 button. As you can see, the navbar comes. Even 3 button. As you can see, it's working fine. In gesture navigation and settings, you get left edge, right edge, haptic feedback, gesture bar length, dead zone, and back gesture animation. In gestures, you get lift to check phone, prevent ringing, 3 finger screenshot, power menu. In this, you get device control and sensitive content. At the last, you get adaptive playback. In recents, you get screenshot, clear all, kill app, and share. Now let's check the Geekbench score. The single core score is 478 and the multi-core score is 1459. Now let's check the safety net and run test. Unfortunately, it's failed. And DRM info at the last. As you can see, the wide one element is not working fine, but to make it work while flashing the ROM, flash the Android 10 vendor. Now let's check the Play Store notification in Play Store and settings. At the last, as you can see, the device is now certified. In this you get a stock launcher with customizations like notification dot, at a glance, icon pack, show search bar, swipe does Google app, hidden apps. In gestures you get notification gesture, double to sleep gesture, swipe down for clear all gesture, Google feed and developer option. In this you get ANX camera, that is the MIUI stock camera. As you can see, it's working fine. Even the in-mode section and 64MP camera. As you can see, it's working fine. Now let's check the call is working or not.
मराठीसाठी एक दाबा. To continue in English, press 2. हिंदी के लिए 3 दबाएं.
As you can see, the call is working fine. The ROM has some bugs, but overall it's very stable. Thank you so much for watching. I'll meet you in the next one.
What just happened?